Therefore, me know can say there's something which is really going on, and someone will say that this is definitely a very big win for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. You don't often find out, you don't often find this a Brofo company, a very big company at the whole world. Almost found that near the 13th most richest person, the billionaire Michael Bloomberg. His company coming out to say, Mahama is for once in 15 years taking Ghana to the promised land. In fact, they are hyping within just 1 month, Mahama is doing wonders. And the people are before crowd, they're asking Mahama, say, how did you do this? Mahama, how? Like, in fact, before I get to us, so let's put this on the screens. What you are seeing on the screens, we just want you to know where this is coming from. Now, if you're following business, financial news, so you'll be out trading stock market, there, you should know about Bloomberg. Now, Bloomberg, I won't found out Michael Bloomberg, he is the 13th most richest person or so the last time I checked on Forbes. So he's really over 100 and something billion dollars. Or kind of Musk. The company Bloomberg, which is a financial institution and a financial organization, they provide data, trading analysis near them. In fact, in terms of governments, chronic countries are and even around the globe and even here in Africa, they provide expert financial advices to them on how they can put in their finances and their things, and maybe they can achieve a GDP, which is a gross domestic product. But today, they have come out with a report about John Dramani Mahama saying, he said 2 months, upon it be 2 months, obinye bida. Forget about MPP Nyakufodo. Obianye bida. For the past 15 years, Mahama is doing wonders. So we just want you to know whatever is going on. But before then, Bloomberg here come once. Bloomberg is a company that provides financial news, data, and analysis, and it also offers technology solutions to help businesses and investors make informed decisions. Now, I pulled this up from Gemini, Google Chrome, because I want you to know exactly where we are headed. Because the Oma can also, but we share products and services now. Bloomberg is noted for that. Also, Bloomberg Terminal, integrated platform, and combines news, price data, trading data, and analytics. And also, they are noted for trading and enterprise solutions. So, far from that, let's just head on straight to this particular big news, which is really coming. Now, if you watch what is on the screens currently, I'm on Bloomberg's website. It's called bloomberg.com. You should see it. I think so they also own a business insider and things. But then this particular article I may pull, if you are not paying in dollars, you not really see it because I think so they can give you an offer to view part of it. But then if you're not paying like 10 or something dollars per month, some of us are privileged to have this on a premium. So what is really going on and what are they saying? Mind you, this thing is trending in US and in Europe. So the man for free. I hope that Bloomberg doesn't take down this particular video. Now, yeah, sure has it. I say Ghana inflation for second straight month pulls rate cut in focus. So what you are watching on the screen is here call in some Mokanfa, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And why this? Okay, to me, this is definitely a big win for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And therefore, we share the whole screens I want you to look at the takeaways because they've given a breakdown of what they are coming to talk about. I say Ghana's inflation slowed for the second straight month in February, easing to 23.1% from 23.5% in January. Basically, inflation. I know that most of you know exactly what I'm talking about, but I want to break it down. So maybe you'll be out showing me. I don't know the terms near there. You can know exactly what this is about. Inflation basically is a consistent increase in price of goods and commodities. So basically, prices are cost raw and then I did 10 city, 15 city. That is basically inflation. What I say, So inflation, omo part say since January, inflation for Ghana, I drop it, which means prices have dropped down. You should realize that prices is really falling. So Bloomberg, they are just giving us what they are come to talk about. Now, I want you to know something. In January, who was in power? John Dramani Mahama. He was sworn in January 7th. Okay, we know so that 7 days they are for the one year because he was praying to leave. He left office without even providing full work for the country. Forget about Kufuor. In February, to who is the president? John Dramani Mahama. And I'm chair say Ghana. Nyama bua akosra it is decreasing. So in January, inflation rate was 23.5%, but in February, inflation rate is 23.1%. At this rate, we might reach 10% by December. It is possible in Paumia's voice. I'm not saying it will be, I'm saying it is possible. Yes, also next bullet now. I will say the slow down was attributed to improved supply chains, a stable exchange. So Bloomberg say the entire Ghana's inflation is slow for second month straight. A good thing, no, is because of how aban no sisi ano what start mitigating the supply chains, how we export gold, how we export cocoa, the price controls. These things is really helping. Also try to say a stable exchange rates no a dollar. You realize say a bra last year NPP aban was so no dollar to me 16 cedis now about 18 cedis now and then I'm sad because Baomi and Co they were not really fixing the economy. They were talking and doing campaign. You see them on podium or was it Sifiani B? That was all that they were thinking about, and they thought they were going to rule Ghana for another 4 years. Yanku Punti and Bim into a patch say dear ama sadie way about Ghana your inflation or air dropping it is because of the improved supply chains that medical chain, a stable exchange rate, and also a base effect with food inflation decelerating at 28.1% and non-food price growth cooling to 18.8%. So basically, a chain yeah, I'm can too, Jano. Mahama Mahama aban ne nneɛma ne nhyehyɛe a wɔde ato hɔ no, aduane nnua how a yɛpɛ sɛ Ghana so, all these things, we've seen all of them. So based on all of this, no, how a Mahama aban ne agriculture ne nneɛma ɛkɔ so no, aduane yɛdi deɛ ɛtɔ no, because of that, sɛ na ɔmo atoto nneɛma within this particular 2 months, no, these are contributing factors ama Ghana inflation is slow down, which is a very good thing. Now, third takeaway, no, or say the central bank may cut interest rates for the first time since September, with the benchmark rate currently at 27%, as the relative stability in the currency and inflation slowdown may persuade the Monetary Policy Committee to make a cut at the end of this particular month. So, we know the central bank, they are making preparations to cut rates. One person will borrow, the interest rate paper from people can borrow more to do business. So, these are basically most of the things are the air cost. So, let's look at this read. Also, Ghana's inflation slowed for the second straight month in February, providing a room for the central bank to cut interest rate for the first time since September. Consumer price growth is slightly to 23.1% from 23.5% in January. Government statistician Samuel Kwabena Enim told reporters in the capital Accra on Wednesday prices rose 1.3% in the month. He said food inflation decelerated for the first time in 6 months to 28.1% from 28.3% in January. Non-food price growth came down. Okay, Musu came down, came down to 18.8% from 19.2%. So based on this, you could see that Ghana's economy is heading into the right direction. They even give us a graph. If you look at this particular graph, it was screen now. I say Ghana inflation is for a second straight month, widen the spread between the policy benchmark and inflation rates. So, I'm on my graph of what this whole thing is about. So, we need the graph feature, and I understand how graph works. You should understand, say, every color and say everything every color here on this particular graph represents something. So, inflation and a black, that is YOY year on year. Policy rates and a pink. Yellow no a CD per dollar, that's the last price, and you can see say from 2021 share graph now inflation has cooled down up until 2025. So inflation is actually better, somewhere better, or in comparison to when to after COVID. That was way back in 2020, way back after 2020, that's 2021. So you could see that the economy is really bouncing well. Now, share a year the policy rates, so the policy rates is steady. And as you can see, the policy rate is really good. And also, there pink now. Or share a year policy rate now. Has on my benchmark of a 27%. Time I'm starting at 14.5%, which actually is a good thing. Now, share a year yellow, so the yellow, which is the CD per dollar, and was 5.8, but then the CD per dollar rate is 15.5. So if you look at the trajectory, even though it has gone up and down, you could see that it is heading in the right direction. So based on this particular graph, it is telling you that Ghana's economy is actually bouncing back or doing better. And let's really commend His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for saving Ghana over 15 million Ghana cedis. Because today, during the 6th March celebrations, like I said, the reason why they moved the 6th March from Independence Square was because of the economic hardship, and bringing it to the Flagstaff Square saved Ghana 15 million Ghana cedis, because the whole budget for the whole thing was around 20 million. So that is in each and if you say dollars, but see a cedis, which is actually a good thing. Thanks for the people who actually corrected me. Now, also improve supply chains and a relatively more stable exchange rate contributed to the slowdown. Wilson Elom Zilevu, an economist in Accra, at Accra-based data bank group, said. But above all else, it was the base effect that influenced the inflation print the most. And Enim said, or something Charles said, the relative stability in the currency and the slowdown in inflation may persuade the central bank's monetary policy to cut its benchmark rate, currently at 27% at the end of this particular month. The policy rate is already hawkish. Also, the policy rate is already hawkish above inflation, Lebu said, adding that the price growth may see a steady cooling in the next few months. Bank of Ghana Governor James Isiama said in an interview with Bloomberg TV last week that MPMC intends to maintain an appropriate monetary policy, and that together with commitment for fiscal discipline by the government should help maintain a stable currency. Finance Minister Castle Atuforsen will present President John Dramani Mahama's administration first budget on March 11th. So basically, they are just giving us where all of this thing is going, how it's happening, and how this particular thing is actually a good thing, because based on this particular graph, you can see say it's a now the Bank of Ghana's governor, new Bank of Ghana governor Johnson Isiama, Uti some more campaign say they will be cutting the benchmark rate, and aside from that too, certain policies on the to a journal, they believe says it's going to really stabilize the currency. So the currency at $15, no, it should be that, and I should be within that frame maybe for the rest of the year. At this rate, is really going on well. I just hope say these politicians don't change up their mind and perhaps start doing things at the end of the day, and it's going to tank the economy. So far, so good. Now, you're not saying Mahama is doing bebre, but oh yeah, dear, he is off from a good start, which he needs to commendation on that. So this is the whole thing it's here for ECOSWA. Definitely, this is one big news that we really need to commend His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for it. Until then, you need to send more updates as all of these various events unfold.